Hey there, beautiful souls. Whether you're focused on your career, your finances, or long-term stability, this intuitive career and money tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for ongoing spiritual guidance and clarity. Let's take a deep breath together and ground into the present moment as we uncover the opportunities, challenges, and guidance unfolding for your career and financial path. Ready to see what's coming in? Let's dive in. Hey there, beautiful Sagittarius souls. This is your career and money reading. It is for mid-July, and I've already asked for blessings for your reading. So let's get the cards out, then we'll connect to the energies. Okay, Sag, let's take a look here in your main messages. Star Courage, which is the Strength card, the Fool. In the clarifiers, you have three major arcana right here: Emperor, High Priestess, and the Lovers. And you have a wand, a pentacle, a cup. So very interesting energy here on the table. We're going to start right by diving into your current general energies of that Star card, clarified by the Nine of Wands and the Emperor card. I feel like this is I want to say very powerful rebuilding energy for some of you in your career and financial life. For some of you, you are returning to a more, or let's say less difficult energy when it comes to your career and finances, a more hopeful career and financial situation for some of you. But for some of you, it's you've been hoping for a change. And I feel like you do get that change. You definitely have a new chapter coming because you have that Fool card. And for others of you, I just feel like that new chapter makes you feel like everything brings itself back to the right place. It's like your luck returns. And because I feel like in your current general energies, you're feeling like you're hoping for this change. You're working so hard. You know you have these abilities as this Emperor to do something to gain that promotion, gain that new level of finances, gain that that new position, get that job that you've already wanted, get the visibility that you deserve. And you're putting in that energy, you're persevering on a daily basis, and you're hoping for it. Well, guess what? A new chapter does make its way to you. So that new chapter starts, your luck returns, and I feel like things flip here for you, Sag, okay? The Star card is saying with the Nine of Wands, you are still carrying a little bit of fatigue because this is just you persevering on a daily basis. Maybe you're being a little bit more cautious or have been a bit cautious about something in your career. Sometimes it means that we can be a little bit defensive, okay? defensive about, are, saying, oh, well, you know what? I did this, that, and the other, so I deserve this thing. Or, I came to you with like 20 years of experience, and the person who only has two seems to be rising, and I'm not. So I feel like there is a little bit of defensiveness there from something that you're carrying with you. It's like the whatever, the past is kind of tied in there and it's influencing things. But I feel like you've definitely had to fight very hard to either maintain your stability or protect what you have built so far, whether that is in a career or whether it is just your finances. In other words, you're trying desperately maybe to pay off your debt for some of you, and you can't seem to catch a break or get in front of it because there's always something to pay. Been there, done that too. So I know that I'm feeling very well, and I can tell you, hey, I think lots of us have experienced that. Okay. Um, yeah, you've had a hard time in that you've had a bit of a hard fight. Okay. Now the Emperor does suggest wanting to step into a much stronger position, whether that is physically or mentally or both. Okay, you want to step into a position of authority, one where you, or maybe a little bit of discipline as it relates to your budget and your finances, or some long-term planning. Okay, so I feel like for career-wise, I feel like this is someone who's rebuilding their confidence, but you're kind of doing it quite strategically here, rather than, you're not just reacting to it emotionally. Okay, you are hoping for something, but you're also realizing you need to take the necessary steps here to make it happen, so that's a good thing. um Definitely an indication in this first column here of cards, that, regardless of the recent struggles, you are moving forward with greater structure, greater control, or if you haven't yet, you will be, you want to, you are definitely thinking about it and wanting more stability financially. Okay. The Nine of Wands says, like, I feel like someone out there is really the glue that's holding something together. So potentially, if you are you're working in a team, you're the person that's holding it together, holding the team together. Okay. Because you have some natural leadership abilities here. You're the one who's guiding everybody, maybe, and you feel like it's not your business too, or you should be, but you're doing it anyway. You have some natural adaptability, if I could get the darn word out. Okay, you use your natural adaptability, I'd say, and you're trying to, like, be the person who, forms the partnerships and the dynamics and tries to keep the team together if you're in some kind of group project or a group situation. Okay. Um, and I also feel like that's you. You're also trying to maintain a practical focus on your deliverables. All right. Okay. Let's get into your challenges. You have courage, which is the strength card. It's clarified by the Lovers and the High Priestess. That's three major arcana right there, my friends. So the challenge here for you it's a big message, right? This is saying that your challenge is deeply connected to trusting yourself, trusting your intuitive abilities, trusting that you will make the right choice, because the Lover's card was the original choice card, trusting that you are going to commit yourself to this, trusting that you have the courage, the strength, the ability to change this situation and get that new start, that new chapter, or get to the other side of what's happening here. Uh, the Lovers is a major decision that's happened here. Okay, because this is a career and money reading. It's not a love reading, so it's not really about relationships, but It could be in the sense that you're going to trust that you're going to meet the right person to partner with. All right. But I feel it's more of like representing major decisions and an alignment between what you believe your value is, and you have a lot of value, Sag, and the direction you want to take yourself in. This is your intuition with this high priestess, right? And it's sort of, my guides are telling me you already know what path is right for you. Okay. But of course, like everybody, we all hesitate, right? We're slow to act because we sometimes don't have as much courage as we think we'd like to. Okay. Or a little bit of hesitation because a little bit of doubt. I don't want to say fear because I don't feel it's so much fear, but I feel it's a bit more doubtful. Okay. So courage is required because the next phase of your career or the next stage you want to take your finances to really involves stepping outside of your comfort zone, right? And choosing some kind of authenticity over the security. Sometimes we get into places in our career because we feel this is comfortable and I want to make money. And sometimes it's about, no, I want to do this because this is the right thing. This feels right for me. This, I'm going to help people. Okay. This job means I'm going to fulfill other things that I have yearned for spiritually. I know it doesn't pay a lot of money to go be an aide in an old age home, but I know it's the right thing to do because it fills my heart. Okay, so that's what you're really looking at in terms of is what is authentic for you over what is secure. Okay, so that is your challenge in this time period. Okay, is that finding that right place for you. Okay, it's a message of balancing your logic with your intuition and saying and not fluffing off that inner guidance that is like it's talking to you. It's in your face and and it's in your ear and you know it. Okay, now your outcome. Nice. You have the Fool, clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, just a little sticking point there. And that's just because I feel like you need to jump because you really haven't been supported thus far and you're tired of not being supported, so you're ready to jump. That's like an impetus to take the leap of faith. That's the impetus to start this new chapter with that Fool card. This is a fresh start, emerging from perhaps a difficult period, whether that is just your career or your finances or both. Okay. But maybe it is, you have been financially strained and you don't want to be financially strained anymore and you're tired of that. So you are ready to take this leap of faith. Okay. And you are tired of being undervalued. That's what that's all about. No more being undervalued. You want to be valued. Okay. And you want to have some stability that is not just about persevering like this and pushing through it every day. All right. You are refusing, as that Fool, you are refusing to be trapped. Okay. The Fool says, I'm taking a journey. I'm not taking any baggage. I don't care where this thing's going to go. This Fool's not even looking at the road ahead, just stepping out there. Okay. So you are like that Fool. You're refusing to be trapped in any kind of scarcity energy. All right. A new chapter is opening for you. So it's a time for you to take a leap of faith. The King of Cups here says there's emotional maturity, you're calm, your decision making is balanced, okay? It's thoughtful, okay? You're ready to reinvent yourself after this hardship, okay? So ultimately, Sagittarius, you are moving toward greater confidence, stability, even if at the beginning of it feels kind of uncertain at the end of this period, because, it's always something new, always feels a little bit shaky at the very beginning. Okay. But my guides are saying that financially, this is a really good period, okay? It's a really good period to assess your resources and plan for a sustainable future, okay? So, yeah, so if that's your case and you've had some financial difficulty, they're also telling me just to realize that we have urges to venture into something that's tempting financially, but it's important that you make sure your finances, the foundation of your finances, is stable, it's sound. Okay, so don't just be wary of somebody coming to you and saying, oh, you can invest in this or that or the other. Okay, just realizing that that might not be exactly where you need to put your money. Okay, but anyway, I feel like you're supporting your dreams, and you're doing it without unnecessary risk. Okay. All right, my beautiful Sagittarius friends, that's where I leave the reading for today. And I hope something resonates. Don't forget to click the like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I truly appreciate your support, and it allows me to continue doing this for you. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, I'm wishing you, as always, divine light and love.